Okay guys, so I brought you to another little part of this isn't Brixton, that's the Woolworth Road there. It's a big major road, and I've just walked down part way from my meeting, and anyway, it's a nice day, and according to both what I've heard on the weather and from some of my friends at the meeting, the next few days are going to be really bad. So it's going to be storm apparently, big storm heading our way or something for the next 3 days or something. So I thought, well, whilst I've got the opportunity, and whilst we've still got a nice bit of sunshine, sorry, I really need to try and pack in smoking. Anyway, right, I'm not sure if this comes under Clapham, whatever. But you see this little passageway that you come up the stairs from the main road, and you come into this nice little quiet area. It's like I say, there's just so many places like this in London. They're just quite incredible. So you got this little church place, and so yeah, I thought I'd show you a bit of Clapham. Now we're going to be heading towards what they call Clapham Common, and like I say, it's a nice little place. I usually do my shopping every fortnight there, I used to. At the moment, sadly, I can't really afford it. Let's have a little look in here for a minute. There's a little garden thing. It's quite nice. Look at this. So sort of like a little local community garden thing. Like I say, you see a few of these about. As you can see, it's quite a little pleasant little place. I'll tell you what, we'll walk around the little gravel path which will take us all the way around. Look, they're growing rhubarb there. And look, they've got like little tiles. Something like what I did with the roots and shoots thing. With roots and shoots, they had a similar sort of project where we did these ceramic tiles, like I say, and we you know, the ceramic tiles were to reflect the sort of life within the little garden area thing, if you see what I mean. It's really nice. There's little trails around here. I mean, obviously it's not really big. I mean, it's tiny, you know what I mean, compared to perhaps what you get in other countries, like, you know, maybe in Canada and in the States or whatever, I don't know. Oh look, there's bees over there. Oh wow, honeybees. Oh wow, I love bees. They're quite amazing. Fascinating creatures, they really are. I love nature, I do. I really, really love nature. Don't often get the chance to spend much time with it. Look at them, look at that. I don't know if you guys can see that in the screen really, but I'll try and zoom in, but they're all swarming around the hive there. You might not be able to see them because it's got, oh there you are, look, you see? You see them all sort of swarming around the hive? How cool. I love bees. They're fascinating creatures, especially honeybees. I mean, honeybees, they're not aggressive generally, honeybees, generally speaking. As long as you leave them alone, they'll leave you alone. You know, as long as you don't disturb them and, you know, and what have you, sort of thing. Generally, I know that sometimes they can make exceptions to these things, of course they can, there always is. Nothing's ever black and white in life, it never is, but, you know, as I say, generally on the whole, at least the bees in our country anyway, I can't speak for other parts of the world, as I say, but certainly in England, they don't tend to be very aggressive. Wasps, on the other hand, now wasps will tend to be a bit more aggressive. Look at this little picturesque gate here. How cute is that? It's really nice. I like that. It's so cute. Of course, like what you got to remember as well, of course, these little garden areas are also very much for the children of the local area. Do you know what I mean? Sort of teach them about, because you know, you imagine you're in a big city, and although there's a lot of greenery in London, you know, that's one thing you got to say about London. There is a heck of a lot of greenery for such a big city that it is. But of course, you see, a lot of the kids won't get to see a lot of this in terms of the countryside and whatever. Look at this, look at this. Wow, I've just seen a honeycomb thing. How cool is that? Oh wow. On its little frame, like, well obviously it's, you know, no, obviously all the honey's out of it and stuff and what have you, but that's pretty cool, isn't it? Wow. Old honeycomb there. Nice. Really? Yeah. So, see, look, you can see some of the, like, kiddies' paintings and stuff, see? So, you know, like I say, it'll obviously be an educational thing for the little ones. So I guess that's why also a lot of this stuff, it's kind of miniature in a way, and that's why I love, look at this little gate. How cute is that little gate? Now, you might not be able to appreciate this on the camera perhaps, but I'll try and sort of give you some idea. I don't know how well you can, you see, look, see where I'm standing? You see? I don't know if that gives it a better perspective or not. I can't tell from there, sorry. But I was trying to give you a bit of perspective on it. I mean, it's tiny. It's about, I don't know, what was that, 2 foot? Maybe 2 foot high gate. So, you know, it's quite cute. I think we can walk through, but just as long as I close the gate behind me, which will be the thing to do. So that's what you're always, well, that's what I was always taught. Oops. Ooh. It's a bit awkward though, because I'm trying to hold the camera and close that. Right, there we go. There we go. So that's from the other side. So I love it. It's really nice. And then you've got this overhead little tree sort of creating a little archway of foliage. Oh, this is so cool. This is really nice. I like little things like this. I do. This is so nice. You know, makes me think and makes me wonder. I should do something with my garden, really. You see, green space and gardens are premium in London. I mean, people will bite your hand off to try and get a place like mine. Do you know what I mean? I'm really lucky when I think about it. I really am. So lucky, you know, to get a ground floor flat. Can't speak. Ground floor flat with a garden. I mean, that's pretty awesome. You know, and I should thank my lucky stars. Do you know what I mean? I really should, because, you know, a lot of people would, you know, a lot of people are envious of the fact that I've got a little garden, and it might be tiny, but, you know, green space in London, you know, most people live in high-rise blocks or in some kind of what's then where there is no garden or garden access. So, you know, I really am. I'm very, very lucky. And at the moment, I did initially, I mean, I got 10 tons of soil put on that garden when I first moved in, because, topsoil that is, because, and I went outside of London to a sort of semi-rural place to get the topsoil. It cost me a lot of money at the time, but luckily I'd had enough funds at the time. But I got loads of topsoil for it. I created a lawn, but I'm not green fingered, I'm afraid. I'm really not. And sadly, the lawn died on me for one reason or another. Not entirely sure why, to be quite honest, because like I say, I'm not a gardener, and I know very little about gardening or anything like that, even to make a lawn. So sadly the lawn died on me, and it's hard work, it really is. And these days I'm not fit, you know what I mean? I'm really not. It's too much smoking, too much weight on me. So, you know, thing is that, like I say, even to just create a lawn is hard work. But anyway, I'm determined at some point to try and get something going with that garden, because I think, you know, really it's just going to waste, and it'd be nice to do something with it, especially something like this. Right, okay, so there's another little pathway there, so I don't know if I should go up this way. Let's have a look, see how far I can get. I might not be able to go up this way, actually, I don't know. Where's this going? Oh, it's going into the graveyard. Okay, because the graveyard seems to be split by this. That's obviously the path where you would normally, where pedestrian people walk. Look at this little church, see, look how picturesque this is. This is really, really nice, it's so quiet. And yet some of the area that I've kind of walked through, maybe years ago, maybe not so much these days, but did have a bit of a reputation. Oh, you can't get back out this way. I'm going to have to double back on myself, that's okay. But look, there's a little bench over there, and you've got all these headstones. quite amazing. So I tell you what, let's go and have a little look at the churchyard. So let's retrace my steps, go back out this way. I think what I'll do is, I always say, you know, when I listen to myself back, I hear what I'm saying all the time. Don't notice it at the time when I'm talking so much, because obviously I'm trying to think of things that I'm going to say and what have you. And then, like, thing is, when I hear it back, I hear myself saying things, and to me I sound like, oh, for crying out loud, you're always saying that. But anyway, but I'm just, like, I'm conscious of the fact that I don't want these to go too long because of uploading time and just people's attention spans, basically, you know what I mean? And that, I don't mean that in a derogatory way, I just mean that's just normal and natural, because, I mean, I know unless it's a really, really gripping video or something, then I don't want to listen to somebody waffling on if it's not gripping me. Anyway, like I say, let's not harp on. So, right, I'll just leave it there for now, and then we'll go over to the churchyard. Catch you guys in a bit.